Hey everyone, welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. As we're waiting for Blake, he should be up any minute. So we're running a little late today. Hi, honey, how are you? Thanks for coming in. And what did you eat today, honey? Hi, Francesca, thanks for coming in. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, I appreciate it. You're a good multitasker. We're just waiting on Blake. Yep, I understand that. I'm always trying to multitask, especially at work. Oh, Paprika, we were late, so we just got in. So thank you for coming in. We're running a little late today. So you're just on time. So what did you guys eat tonight? I at lunch we had this burger bowl. It was all right, and that's pretty much all I've had. I only have been eating, like, if I'm lucky, like once a day because um of the shot and it make me sick. Yeah, we were about 10 minutes late, so yeah, it was Blake was running behind at work, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I got this medication called Zofran. It's for nausea, and I've been taking that, and that's been helping with the vomiting. So, but since I started the shot, and it's been almost 3 months, I've lost 23 pounds.
Hey, there we are. Coming to you
Welcome.
live from Midland, Texas. Blake Boney.
Hey, you got a good voice for doing that.
This is my radio. This is the radio voice.
Ken had jalapeno ranch wings and garlic parmesan fries. Yum. Waiting to
Haven't
eat
eaten
the
yet.
Waiting to eat. The cat is just coming in from the vet. Oh, okay, Paprika. Hi, Dee Dee. Thanks for coming in. You
Hey,
haven't.
Dee Dee. Hey, Paprika. Glad you guys are here this week.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Um, so what do you plan on eating? Just something
Yeah,
big?
we'll find something here at the house. It's been a lazy day, so
Uh,
yeah. But it's been a good day. I mean, I got some work done, and it was an expensive day, I'll tell you that much.
oh no. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
was this the day that you had to take her for all those things that you said?
No, that was an expensive day that happened on Saturday.
Uh,
I
that's right. I remember you saying you're taking her.
know. Yeah, I've spent over 2 grand this week just in, like, with Natalie, and then all my work and employees and stuff. It's as soon as it comes in, it's right back out the door.
That's how it works, isn't it? Geez,
Yeah.
but but it sounds like you had a good week, even though it was expensive.
Yeah, I had a good week. I
Good.
can't complain. It's been good so far. How about you?
Still no joint commission. I mean, they were supposed to come last week,
I
and
see are you in a hotel right now or are you at home?
no, I'm at the Airbnb.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no joint commission. They were supposed to come last week and survey us. Like the deadline was January 14th, and they're still not here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I only have one more week here, and they brought me in to help prepare for the survey and do the survey itself. And they're still not here. It's like, how could they miss deadlines? But if we miss deadlines, the hospital, they like fine us and penalize us, but yet they can miss their deadlines and not survey us. So
Well, I guess it's because they're paying you, so they're not obligated to anything to
no,
you.
we pay them to come survey us, and
Oh,
so we can get Medicare and Medicaid funding. So we pay them to survey us.
well, that doesn't make much sense to me.
No, but it's the government. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
yep, that's it.
They make their own rules, but they hold us accountable to our rules, but yet they make their own rules.
Yeah, well, that's usually how it goes whenever you got to go into business with people that keep you afloat. They'll let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. But anyway, so anything special in the chat that anything you've done this weekend in the chat?
I mean, it's only Wednesday, so don't feel obligated. Don't waste all your money by the end of the month.
Yeah, especially when payday comes, right? Don't blow it
Huh,
all at once.
exactly.
Yeah, this weekend I was gonna go up to see it's the week Joey. Oh, shut up, Ken. I was gonna go up this weekend to go see my grandkids one last week because this is the last weekend I'll get to see them being
Oh,
here.
really?
And but
How
they're
often
supposed
do you
to.
get to see them?
Well, now that they moved to Illinois, not very often, but since I've been in Illinois, I've seen them. I spent the week at Christmas. I worked remote, and I got to see them that week, but that's it. So
I'm glad you got to spend last week with Ken.
yeah, and I wanted to go do one more weekend and see them, but we're supposed to get ice storm and everything, and I'm like, I'm not driving 3 hours there and potential ice, and then 3 hours back.
Yeah,
So
we've got ice supposedly coming in on Saturday, Friday and Saturday.
yeah,
So
I think that's what ours is going to be here in Illinois. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be ice, but I know it's supposed to be snowing or something. I know in
yeah,
Georgia we're supposed to get ice storm where everyone's freaking out and thinking it's the end of the world because Georgia's kind of like Texas. They're not ready for ice.
yeah,
So
yeah. You're right about that.
yeah. So, but anyway, so we are going to review Shooter this week.
Yeah, this is a great movie. I enjoyed it. Star-studded cast. Everybody in this cast I really liked. Uh, Anna Kendricks. This is one of her first movies, and she's hilarious. I love that girl.
Oh,
She's
really?
so funny.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that. Yeah, and Mark Wahlberg. I mean, who doesn't like Mark Wahlberg,
right,
right? And
right.
and
I like Marky Mark.
yeah, so he did a phenomenal job as always. I really like him as an actor, and I like the fact that like when he got set up, that he actually fought um and got his name cleared and everything.
I yeah, the concept of this movie is very patriotic, and I like it. It's for a specific group of people, like people that are very uh that really love their country could sympathize with this man or relate to him in a way that makes sense. But at the same time, it's such a far-fetched theory to think that they would do something like this. And if you're not paying attention to the movie, it's hard to follow. Like, I mean, if you don't, I noticed that you got to really be making sure that you pay attention to it, or else you'll get lost in the sauce. So,
Yeah, I had asked Ken a couple times, like, wait, what about this or this or whatever, and he
right,
had to explain it to me because and I was trying to pay attention too. So, so it can be, you can get lost a little bit because,
yeah,
like, um, well, at the beginning when the FBI agent was like, no, or like what confused me the most was, okay, so the FBI agent was like, okay, the if he was supposed to get the president, he's the best shot ever. Like he never misses or whatever. But yet he was 2.5 feet off and got the bishop. And I'm like, wait a minute. So was he really aiming for the bishop, or was he really aiming for the president? And that guy missed and got the bishop. And Ken's like, no, they were setting him up, and it was for the claiming it was for the president, but they really wanted to get the bishop. And I'm like, okay, so they got the right person that they wanted.
right.
So
But
that's what I was confused on.
they tried to coup d'etat, and it just didn't work out. The ending to this movie, it bothers me a little. I feel like
What?
the ending of it was really rushed, and
Oh,
they just crunched a lot in there, and there was no definitive end to it. It felt it was like it had more buildup than the payoff, is what I would like to say.
well,
It, it
I mean, it was a, what, 2.5 hour movie, so that's probably why, because it was a long movie.
It was long. It was 2.5 hours long, and that's just for a story like this. I don't see why you would want to make it that long. There was a whole bunch you could have cut out of this movie.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, they definitely could have.
I need to
But
get the iPad. I don't even have it with me. Goodness gracious. I'm
oh,
just slacking. It's in the other room.
yeah. So what do you rate it? I think I'd give it a 3 just because it was a
I'm
little
gonna give
long.
it I'm gonna give it a 3 because I would say 3.5, but between the quarrels that I have with the rushed ending and you know, unfinished answer, no answers to anything really. Uh, I give it a 3 too. It's just a little too long, and I love how we take the length of the movie as a like that's that last point five or 1 point that throws it off from being a really good movie. And you're right that I mean, but that's just how it goes because if you can find yourself falling asleep in a movie at some point, they're just doing too much, you know.
Mm, yeah.
And I felt like that a couple times in this movie. I was laying in bed watching it like, uh, uh,
And,
just trying to stay up for it. But whenever it caught my attention, I was locked into it, and I
yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Ken gives it a 3.5. Why do you not give it a 4? Like, would you? What was your issues about it, Ken? Same as ours, or?
A little Hollywood, I guess, with that Hollywood-esque feeling. It wasn't totally accurate in certain senses, but they did really good explaining what a sniper does and how it works. And I mean, gosh, it's just the movie was it's hard to explain because it was hard to keep up with at the same time. I don't know really how to explain it other than you have a man who served in the military as a sniper, gets recruited to or in his mind he's recruited to give them advice on where a shooter would be at. And in reality, they were just setting him up to be at a certain spot for that shooting. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Ken says, this runs great and is a reminder that your government is looking for a reason to use us for what they want. Yeah. And
Yeah, I felt that. I did feel that as like being someone who's willing to do something for the country as a patriot and knowing that at the end of the day, it be the same people that'll turn over and stab you in the back.
yeah.
And that's
Paprika
what you gotta go ahead.
Paprika said, when you mentioned IMBD last live, I didn't realize one suicide. I just look up the movie and there it is. Oh, wait. That was on the Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, last week was Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah. But yeah,
Great
so
movie,
yeah,
by the way.
it really is a good movie.
I'm gonna have to
Um,
put Ford versus Ferrari over this one.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I
Sorry, I just totally threw
I mean,
my
I love
coffee table.
I love Mark Wahlberg, and the storyline was great. Like, because the only way they got him to do it is because they, because he was a patriot. Because at first he's like, no, I'm not doing it, but then they, worked on his heartstrings of being a patriot, and then said, well, didn't you take the oath? And he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it or whatever.
Yeah, that I think throwing that at me, it would have got me too.
Yeah, so, I mean, that part sucks that they got him, that he gave in because of that, and then he got set up and he was supposed to be killed, but and how did that guy miss? He was like right there, like 2 feet away, and he missed him. Really? How could any? I don't know how to shoot a gun, and I probably could have shot him right there.
Yeah.
That close. So that's
Stuff
BS.
like that is just hard for me to it's hard for me to get behind it for that same reason.
Yeah. I mean, how did you miss? I mean, nobody would miss that. And clearly, the guy knows how
I'm
to use a gun, and I don't know how to use a gun. So.
yeah, that would have irritated the hell out of me too.
Yeah, the quote, I hate this president. I hated the last president, and I will hate the next. That's so true. And you're like, I don't care.
You know, do you like the concept of his battle buddy's wife helping him, his widow?
Yeah, but
I felt that was a little too mushy for my taste. It could have been like an ex-girlfriend or something, but you went, I don't know. They probably would have found an ex-girlfriend quicker than her, I guess, yeah, but mm, I don't know. It just I wouldn't want my battle buddy with my wife after I died.
yeah, yeah, no, that part was a little bad, but
You're only left to assume that they were in some type of relationship afterwards. They didn't admit it or say anything, but
yeah,
I just feel like after all of that, there's no way that they're gonna not
yeah,
be like
they're
life
together now.
partners.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to redact it for the typo. I didn't know there was a website. I just looked up the one movie. Yeah. They didn't miss. Did
Oh,
not let the oh oops. They didn't miss,
yeah,
did not let
sh
the bishop speak of atrocities on Africa. Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I thought that at first I thought they really were supposed to get the president, but the guy who shot was just a bad shot and missed and got the bishop until you explained it to me.
Yeah, the bishop was gonna be the one to tell them about all the bad stuff that happened in Africa where they killed that village of like 400 people or something.
Yeah.
And he was going to spill the beans on that, but they didn't because they assassinated
Yeah. And then
him.
yeah. But what's your favorite part?
Hmm. Now that's a good question. I just want to say like his whole getaway from his escape from being right in the middle of all of that, and in real life I just feel like this is a tough concept for me to believe, but for the story and for the movie, for him to get away in the manner that he did in the fashion, it was really cool. I thought I
Yeah.
liked that scene a lot.
I
Just
like the ending.
fighting the FBI agent, tying him up, telling him Timson or whatever his Timmons was the patsy, and they ended up even killing him. Like that's just total government-esque work right there.
When the fridge called headquarters and said there are complications. Oh yeah. My favorite part was when they at the end when the US Senator goes, "You can't kill me. I'm the US Senator." And he's like, "So what?" and shoots him.
Yep, just shoots
The
him. I
FBI.
loved it.
Yeah, it calls the FBI. Yeah. Can called the FBI. Yeah.
There was a short series. Like it's so funny how things work out because I just watched a short series. It's really cool. It's on Netflix right now. Y'all should check it out. It's in the top 10 even. It's called 11/22/63 and it's got James Franco in it and he is a time traveler that goes back in time to stop the assassination of JFK. And it's a really cool movie. I'm not going to tell you how they base it or how they constructed it or anything. It's a cool concept and makes you wonder that it, are we where we are supposed to be in history, or would it be better if we changed it? And just to find out the difference if
Well,
things didn't go the way they went.
you're supposed to learn from the mistakes, and
Yeah.
so history doesn't repeat itself.
Right.
So maybe we are better for how things are versus if people die. But yeah,
Mm,
I mean, wouldn't it be great to see if we could go back in time and like prevent the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and see if what else he could have maybe done, or
hmm
some of these other assassinations that were actually successful of people that were very instrumental, um,
Yeah.
and then see where we would be today, and then maybe those time travelers would be like, oh my gosh, no, that really messed everything up. So we need those people dead, you know.
Well, do you believe that time travelers enter parallel universes or is it the same universe and they are altering it?
Well, I don't really believe in time travel, but if
I mean, if
the
it, let's
concept,
say for the theory, I mean, let's just say for argument's sake, okay? Time travel is real. Is it that they're altering the timeline, or is it like Back to the Future where there's a parallel timeline that works like that?
well, I think it's like Back to the Future, where if you go and change something, the future will change. And
Yeah, especially huge events, stuff
yeah,
that was major in our history.
yeah,
But
because
I don't know what the assassination of JFK would have changed other than us being in Vietnam. I don't think that the Vietnam War would have happened.
oh, you don't think so?
No, I don't because uh, that was a huge major stone for JFK to stand on. He stood on that hill that he wasn't going to put active duty soldiers on the ground in Vietnam. He was only going to have consultant force there, and they would have to win their own war. That's what he said. It's same thing with Cuba. He was dealing with the Cuban Missile Crisis and trying to be balanced and all. I mean, his head, the weight on his shoulders was so heavy. I could only imagine what it would have been like to been him.
Yeah. Ken says, take a look at every country ever. There are no countries without atrocities or wrongs that shape the new world. Is it wrong or does it grow us? Exactly.
I'm gonna have
And
to say that it grows us because or it could also be our demise and being the thing that we cling so hard onto that develops an ideology that is not good for mankind. it could go either way. Honestly, I feel like but ultimately, for things to happen, we have to learn from them.
Yep,
But how
absolutely.
many times do we have to learn the lesson that war is hell?
Yep. How many world wars do we need?
We don't need another one. I can tell you that much. I don't know what another world war would do. I can't. Other than totally reshape and reconfigure the way that human society lives, because it's not going to be boots on the ground soldiers. We're going to be sending off missiles to each other, and I mean, who knows what will hit? Who knows what won't? But I can tell you that it's going to change the landscape. It's going to change how. I just that's a big fear of mine. It's going to change everything. Another world war will be the end of humanity as we know it.
Probably. It is scary. And I hope it doesn't happen in my lifetime or my grandkids' lifetime, but
No,
it,
I don't. I don't think it will because, uh, well, I mean, shit, I don't know with how tense the rest of the world is around us right now. Man, I don't
yeah.
know. I just. What do you think, chat? How do you think? Where are we as a species? Are we on the uphill or are we on the downhill?
I hope we're on the uphill and not downhill because I don't want a world war, but I
No.
don't want to lose our
Life has
species.
become somewhat simpler. I mean, not simpler, it's become easier yet more complicated, if that
Oh,
makes sense. It's hard to build relationships with humans when you don't have to see them to talk to them. You know,
yeah,
you got phones and
yeah. And
video games and
and
stuff.
and the sensitivity now is like people are more sensitive now, and so and because of the sensitivity, people lash out more, and I think there's more violence because of it. You know, it and I wish we could stop our our hatred and our division of everything. I mean, why why is it that, like, okay, whatever I believe, I'm not going to change your mind, and whatever you
Yeah.
believe, I'm not going to,
You're
vice
not going
versa.
to change my mind.
Exactly. So why even have a fight or anything over it? And that's why I don't like to talk about anything controversial on the channel, because I don't need backlash, or I don't want a fight. When what good does the
Yeah.
fight do when I'm not going to change your mind and you're not going to change mine? So let's agree to disagree and be happy and just
Which,
love each other.
which is why I feel like if I mean that's the thing where I'm not. It's not. I don't know what the word is. It's not segregation, but like separation of people that you align yourself with these kind of people, and you should find a place where those kind of people reside. That's the thing that I like about the United States, is that every state is unique in the way that they govern themselves. So if you like something from a certain state, how they hold themselves, their views and everything, that's a place that you should look into living, and because it fits like you as a person, you should be there. And like that's what makes us unique in that way, is that uh we have the right to pick and choose how we live our lives, and to build a better community, you need to have a community that shares the same alignment with you, not trying to start a fight with somebody who doesn't. If they don't, then fine, that's okay. Let them do their thing over here with them. And that's just how I felt about it. That's not atone. I don't mean to atone that to anything of race, color, creed, gender, or anything like that. That's not what I meant. I meant just like how you view your life, how you think your principles should be, and you should find people in your community that feel the same way.
Yeah. Ken says, I think we have more to worry about unrest in our country than outside of it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, Francesca says it's sad that there's still racism. Yes, absolutely. I mean, what year are we? And
Mm.
there's a lot in every direction, regardless of I guess what race you are. There's racism for everybody, and it's sad. It's like, why can't we just all love each other? And
Yeah,
like,
I hate that. You know, I have most of my friends are of uh you know, they're most of my friends around here, they're not white people. I mean, I have a lot of other friends like most of my wife's family comes and hangs out with me, and I'm the only white person there. You know, I just don't. I've never looked at color as a reason to treat somebody different. It shouldn't
exactly,
be. They're
it's
they're
not.
they're just as capable. They're just as they intellectual. They have. I mean, there's no discernible difference other than the appearance of their skin color, and that is not a valid reason to treat somebody different ever. Ever, ever,
No.
ever.
Hi, Yoda. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, apparently war is good for the economy. Yeah, I
Oh
don't.
yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. War will always be profitable when you make the bullets and you make the band-aids.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, that is.
Why
It's
would you ever want to stop if you're making money? You would want the war machine to go on as a business person. That's a great business move. Keep the
yeah,
war going, find problems, and go insert yourself into them so that you can continue making more bullets and guns and missiles and all this. Well, I don't agree with that either. That's not the type of America that I want. I want
yeah.
us to be defensive in everything that we do, nothing offensive, and we shouldn't be forcing our ideology onto anyone else in the world either. I don't agree with that either at
Yeah.
all. I just think we should worry about our own self. And I mean, yeah, there's resources and helpfulness all over the place. That's why we got NATO, but I don't know. There's way too much going on here that we need to take care of, other than all over the rest of the world.
Yep.
Chat, where we at
Absolutely.
here?
Absolutely, Francesca.
Yeah, our president is a very good businessman. You're absolutely right. The best businessman we've ever had in the office. I mean, the dude's all about money. Whether you agree with his policies or not, the man is a uh, economic genius. I feel like whatever he does as far as the economy, he's got an eye for it because he's been in the business world for so long.
He just needs to learn to shut his mouth.
Yeah, that's about right. Don't we all though? Don't we all?
Yeah, he's just. Yeah. Could you imagine what the world would look like if everyone minded their own business? Oh yeah, absolutely. Um,
Man, just worry
but
about everyone else.
yeah,
It's
and that's why I hate the division. Like that's why even on my channel, I won't really talk politics or anything controversial because of what I just said. But then,
yeah,
like even on my Facebook, I won't post anything like that either because I don't need the backlash. And if I don't agree with someone's political views, I just scroll. But then like you'll see all the comments back and forth, all the hatred. It's like really just scroll. It's
yeah.
their Facebook. If they want to post something that they believe, whether and you don't believe in it, well then fine.
You
Keep
don't have
scrolling.
to.
Yeah, you
You
don't
don't
have
have
to.
to.
But why start that fight? It's not even worth it.
I just People always want to try and make a difference, well, good, bad, or indifferent. I think that there's more about having a legacy to your name than it is anything else.
Yeah, like this one time, they they're like when COVID just came out and they were asking about the shot, and I said I don't want to take it because it's not FDA approved, and this was just a comment into someone, and I said, but I'm forced to take it, so I have to take it. Man, this one lady like reamed me out just for saying that, and I'm like, I,
Yeah. While you should be inclusive to everyone, you should also stand on your morals too at the end of the day. If you feel
Yeah,
like something is right or wrong, you should stand by that regardless of how it makes anyone feel,
yeah,
you know?
I'm not against vaccines. I have to take the flu shot every year, and I had to take COVID, but I did not want to take the COVID shot because it wasn't FDA approved. It was brand new. I didn't know what effects, and I was actually nervous about doing it.
That was
And
exactly the reason why I didn't take it. And I feel like if you were susceptible to being killed or dying from it, then you probably should have taken it. But if you weren't, if it's something you're young, you're healthy, it's just not something that I feel like you should have done without a few years down the road of testing and
yeah,
making sure. I mean, how can you come out with a vaccine in 6 months, but we've been looking for a cure for cancer for eternity?
exactly. And that was my whole issue of why I was in it. But you know, we were.
I believe that's why I believe that there is a cure for cancer, but they refuse to get it out because there's so much money in the uh, cancer treatment
Oh my gosh, you are
process.
so Ken. That's what Ken is always saying about healthcare. Like Ken thinks he's got this conspiracy theory. Like they don't want to really cure you, but they don't want to kill you because they want you to live, but
Yeah.
they want you sick because they make money. It's like, no, I don't. But I work in healthcare and I don't see that side of it. But
Doctor told a guy he had 6 months to live. He couldn't pay his bill. Give him another 6 months.
Francesca says, totally agree with doing with what's right with for you. God gave us brains, and we need to start using it and take it, everything you hear with with a grain of salt. Yeah,
Be
absolutely.
be your own person. Use your own brain and decide whether you think that this is right or wrong. Not just because somebody told you it was, you know. Think about it. There's things on the left and right that I agree with, and there's things on the left and right that I totally disagree with. They both do it. It's not That's why I don't align myself really with any political party. I consider myself a conservative libertarian. I have traditional conservative values while understanding that we need to change the way that we are in order to evolve. So,
Yeah, but the thing is, you're also open minded too, and you're not gonna degrade somebody if they have a different view
no,
than you.
never. I would never. I would never degrade somebody on their opinion unless I knew that it was threatening to or hurtful to someone else. Be
Yeah,
inclusive, and I stand up for everyone that is being persecuted for just being them.
yeah,
I don't care about any of that. I mean religion even. I try not to be the one to push my religion. I would just wait for you to ask me about it or type of person. That's one thing where it's real touchy with me is I feel wrong trying to push what I believe onto someone else because I would be so mad if they tried to do that to me. So I would never try and force it or bring it up to somebody. I would always be the person to reply about it.
yeah. Well, like me and Ken, we're complete opposites in our religious beliefs, and but we make it work. We've been together for 30 years now. In a couple of weeks, it'll be 30 years, and but we make it
You
work because we
married a Presbyterian? How dare you?
don't. But it's because we don't push our beliefs on each other.
Yeah.
And we still have discussions about a religion, but we don't like push it out off on each other.
Yeah.
So and we've made it work for 30 years. So
Have y'all
you
tried
know,
to go to church together and stuff?
oh yeah, we've gone to church together. And he goes with my parents, even though he might not necessarily want to, but he'll like when my parents come down, he'll go with us. And he even got married in a Catholic church for me. So
He said the medical complex is not about healing, it's about money. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, if they're going to do that with the military and making, weapons of war, do you really think they're not doing it with the medical industry? They're not trying to make you live forever because that's a bad business model too. You know, they can't they funding insurance and healthcare and all that gets expensive. So they do want you to die, but they also want to get money out of you too. So
I
they'll
I
keep you
don't,
alive just long enough until they feel like there's no more use.
at least what I've seen, I don't see that. Like on this side of the healthcare system, I don't. Yeah, there's certain parts like okay, like the pharmaceuticals, like they want
That's
to.
that's more of what I'm directing my point towards is people the pharmaceutical industry, not the people that actually work in the medical industry, because they're going to do everything they can to save you, but they only have the tools that are given to them. If they don't have the right tools to keep you alive, then they're not going to be able to do it.
Well, and if there's one drug that's they get more of a kickback over another drug and it does the same thing, okay, yeah, they're gonna probably go with that drug. And but does that mean that they really don't care about you? No, no,
I
they
don't
get a
think
little bit of
so.
money in their pocket. They get money in their pocket, and it's a medication that will work for you. So
I mean, there are some things that have been medical breakthroughs, you know, penicillin, amoxicillin, stuff like that have been total lifesavers for people. But uh, I can't understand how it's so easy for someone to get cancer, or I mean, it's so common for people to get cancer, yet there's no cure for that. There, I mean, they found, I mean, not a cure, but a treatment for HIV and AIDS. Took
yeah,
them a while, but
yeah,
they did it. Why
yeah.
can't we do that for cancer?
Yep. And yep, that's how we got the opiate problem. Yep, that's true. You know, they were just so fast to prescribe pain meds to people and
Mm,
people get
that's
addicted.
another.
But
That's
there
another one
there
too.
are new drugs going on trial that are right now the one that we're gonna be using at our hospital, it's more for post-op pain for like I think like maybe 2 weeks or whatever. But
And
it's a
it's a
non
non-opioid.
Yeah, it's a non-opiate, and hopefully they can like do something with that drug and make it where for the chronic pain patients, where that they can use that instead of being so addicted to all these narcotics. So I'm
Right.
hoping. Um, I was really impressed with hearing the studies on this drug, so I'm hoping that it'll lead to not just post-op pain, but to chronic pain.
Did
Um,
we review the Dallas Buyers Club? I feel
yes,
like we did. Yeah,
yes,
that's a good example of
yeah.
how the medical industry works,
Mhm.
and how they figure out drugs. I mean, it's so ruthless to say, but they tell people that they're giving them a drug, but it's a placebo. It's not even it's sugar. It's not or salt or whatever. It's not the real. That's the only way to know if a drug works.
Yeah, Ken says the survival is worth more money than the cure. Yeah. And Francesca says because these rich entitled people are worried about going to Mars. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, shit.
Instead of
Why are
putting
we
money,
going to Mars right now? I couldn't agree more. We don't
well,
need to be in Mars, man.
maybe that's where the cure for cancer is on Mars.
No, it's not. It's not there.
It needs it's the hot soil or
the
whatever on Mars.
it's
That's
the dust. It's in the dust. It's in the carbon monoxide that blows around.
yeah, so that's funny. Yeah. And you never know. One day, 20 years from now, it will be like, wow, the cure really was on Mars and we were joking about it.
Shut up. I would be pissed, man. I'd be like, dude, I was over here talking shit about space exploration, and we're over here developing cures for cancer. Shit, Simone, let's go to Pluto next, también.
Yep. Okay, so we got to figure out what movie are we gonna? Oh, the IMDb.
Yeah, let me go get it. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
While he's going to get that, what movie do you guys want to watch next week? I can't even think what. I mean, we're getting close to Groundhog Day, but we already reviewed that
We already
movie.
did Groundhog Day.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's another type of Groundhog movie. Probably not. So what else?
Well, let's see. There have been some movies that I've been wanting to watch. I wanted to show you guys, but we have been on a tear picking ourselves. Does anybody in the chat, can you think of a rewatchable movie that we haven't hit yet? I mean,
Of course,
we need to make a list so I can be like, oh yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. We did Shawshank Redemption already, didn't we? We
yeah.
did the Green Mile, didn't we?
No,
We didn't do the Green Mile?
we didn't do the Green Mile.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I guess
I
I
like
don't
the
think.
green. I
No, I
like
don't
the.
think we. I don't think we did.
That's a good idea right there. Uh,
What do you guys think about Green Mile?
I mean, that is, in my opinion, that's Stephen King's best story.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
I
I
wrote
don't
that.
know if there is a better one. This is where like my passionate side for little mice came into my life. I always like, if I had to see a mouse get killed or in a trap or something, it always hurt my feelings because I felt like Percy killing a mouse.
Oh, Francesca says Black Panther. We
Hey,
haven't
that's a
done
good
any,
one.
and we haven't done any of those type of movies.
No, we haven't done many Marvel movies, but I guess I feel like sometimes I'm a hater for the Marvel movies just because they seem so repetitive, or they're kind of cheesy and overproduced, and I don't know. It's like everybody wants to see a new superhero movie, but it's like, can we top what we've already done? Honestly,
Well, Black Panther, I think we can do that.
I'm cool with Black Panther. It's been a long time. Ibobe,
So yeah,
Wakanda forever.
we can do Black Panther for next week. That sounds good. Okay, do you got the IMBD?
I have the iPad, but I don't have the DB.
While you're
Let's
doing
see.
loading it, I got to tell you something. So my little brother has this cabin, this tiny, tiny cabin in the woods in
Uh-huh.
in Illinois, and it's a very small town in Illinois. And he actually got notified that they want to film, they want to film at his cabin for scenes in a movie. I think it's an indie, it's an indie movie, so I doubt there's any gonna be any cool actors, but hey, he got his little tiny cabin in the middle of nowhere, and got they want to see about filming at his cabin.
How about that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
How much is he getting paid for the
I don't know. He met with them today. I haven't talked to him to see what they said.
Dude, that's so cool. Let me be an extra in it. I want to see it.
You'll come to Illinois.
I'll stand in the back and chop wood or something.
Green
I swear
Mile.
to God, for a film, for me to say, hey, I've been in a movie before. Talk to my boy, see if we can get in there. Tell him
Yeah,
I'll pay him. I'll pay him to be in his movie.
Green Mile's about this black guy that like got
You haven't seen The Green Mile?
it's awesome, Francesca. Well, it's sad too, but
Oh my
so it's
gosh.
about this black guy that he was trying to help this little white girl.
No, don't go into detail. Don't go into detail. We got it. That's got to be our movie in 2 weeks. Let's don't even spoil it for it. Just
Well,
know
no,
it's a movie. It's
that's
a
not
movie
spoiling.
about it's a prison movie in the Great
Yeah.
Depression about a man who can perform miracles, but he's been convicted for a crime.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
That's perfect right there. No more, no less. You can't give more than that.
All right.
But that I promise you, Francesca, I can't. It bothers me that you've never seen that movie. That's one of
Okay.
Tom Hanks'
So,
greatest movies.
so we'll do Black Panther next week and Green Mile the following.
You got it. That sounds great. You got it. Okay, I'm sorry. We got to rapping, and that's how it happened. It's loading. IMDb. Yeah, so yeah, it's not, we don't type in the movie and go look all this stuff up. Was that Dee Dee that said that?
Paprika.
Paprika. Yeah, Paprika. We don't type in the name, like the name of the movie in the search bar. Just go to imdb.com, guys, and if you want to follow along with what we're looking at or see for it yourself. I'm not going to show you everything that's on the IMDb page, but you can see everything that about this movie, that they have little snippets, knowledge, quotes, prices, everything. Think of Shooter. So shout out IMDb, shout out Dr. Pepper. Let me see it. Where's it
Yep. Right here. It's my strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper.
at? You're a sucker for those. All right. This
You don't want
movie
to watch
is.
it?
Huh?
She says, I don't want to watch a sad movie. It's a sad movie, but it's a good movie. I'm pretty
It
sure I have
is.
this old movie.
I want to, man, come on. I will admit that it has a lot of sad parts in it, but there's a lot of feel good about it. It really, it touches your soul. It's a soul touching movie. It really is.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend that anybody who hasn't seen The Green Mile that is, for me, that's one of my top 5 favorites. That's a great movie. It really is. All right, so we got Shooter here. Oh, worst part of this whole movie, they killed his dog. That's the worst
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
This was the original John Wick. It was all as soon as he found out that they killed his dog, it wasn't even about anything but getting revenge. That's what this is a revenge movie. You killed my dog.
Yeah.
IMDb did it just like us. I mean, we are so good movie critics. We just hit it right every time. 7 out of 10 for the IMDb. That's basically our 3 out of 4 for movie critiques. Shooter 2007. Great list of movies came out in 2007. Go look them up. I'm not going to read them all, but some great ones. 300, I know for sure, was one. A couple, I think. Bedtime Stories. A few really cool movies came out in 2007. Rated R, 2 hours and 4 minutes. A little long. Like, if we could have cut 15 minutes out of this movie, I would have been happy. An expert marksman living in exile is how do you say that? Coerced back into action after learning of a plot to kill the president. Now on the run after being double-crossed for the assassination attempt. Now on the run after being double-crossed for the assassination attempt he was trying to prevent, he sets out for the real killer and the truth. So the actual person who shot the guy was nobody. It was just that machine, that remote controlled gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a gun. Remember that little scene where he was up in the tower trying to figure it out? Come on, Paige. Yeah. Shout out Michael Pena. He's one of my favorite actors. He was the FBI agent. He's been in a lot of great movies.
I like,
Have you seen End of Watch,
yeah,
the cop movie? That's a great one too. We need to put that in our list eventually. Danny Glover,
yeah, he's awesome.
Kate Mara, Rana Mirda, Mark Wahlberg, of course. These are great actors here that we had in this movie. Directed by Antonio Fuqua. I don't know who that is. Written by Stephen Hunter and John Limpkin. 7.1 out of 10 technically. uh, okay. According to the movie's script doctor, William Goodman, Clint Eastwood, Robert Redford, and Harrison Ford passed on the movie. These men would have fit in the literary Bob Lee Swagger's age a bit more closely than the Mark Wahlberg. Author Stephen Hunter introduces Swagger as a Vietnam veteran in the 1993 novel. So by that time, he's a grown man. So for the movie, they made it, he was more of a uh, global war on terror soldier than he was Vietnam. But if they wanted to go for the movie exactly like it was in real, that's how they would have done it. But seeing these old men trying to do all that, I don't know. Because Clint Eastwood did Gran Torino in 2007. That was a great movie.
The
Loved Gran Torino. Didn't we review Gran Torino?
um, I can't
I feel,
remember.
I feel like we did, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Gran Torino as well. That's a great movie. So they introduced Swagger as a Vietnam veteran in the novel that takes place in 1992. However, to accommodate Wahlberg's age, the film has Swagger active in Africa in the 1990s instead of Vietnam in the 1970s. And they use that to fill in the plot as well too, being that like the village in Africa that got killed, all of that. Let's see. Those are more trivia. If you want to see more of those, just go look them, check them out. We're running out of time here. I'm trying to rush. Sorry. Release date March 23rd, 2007, 7 days before my birthday. Budget $61 million. A lot of money, but it bombshelled its opening weekend at 14 million.5. Gross US and Canada only 47 million, and worldwide it made 95.
Wow.
So it just barely made $30 million. I mean, when you're talking about, obviously that's a lot of money. Yes, it's a lot of money. But when you're talking about a film where you've almost dumped nearly $100 million into, you would expect to get 2/3 of that back, at least, and sell $120,000 worth of revenue. I mean, 120 million. That would have been much better, but nonetheless, that's what happened. So there's your movie, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the review. Shooter's a great movie, and if you missed it this week, just go check it out right now. I believe it's on any Paramount Plus subscription that you have. If you've got Paramount Plus on Amazon Prime or the actual app itself, it's free to watch there. Otherwise, get it on your regular, video on demand, Apple TV, whatever you use to rent your movies from.
Yes. And the riddle for tonight is, how did Reese eat her ice cream?
How did Reese eat the ice cream? In a cup. Reese's cup. How did Reese eat ice cream? Who the hell is Reese?
How did Reese eat her ice cream?
Cold. How the hell should I know?
With her spoon. With her spoon.
Dude. Oh my gosh, Jamie. I can't handle those. Those ones are like they're just so cringe because it's not even funny.
All right.
Oh man, what a day way to end the day. I'm so glad that we get to do this every week. I look forward to this. I honestly do. It's a nice subsidiary when we're on hump day, guys. So something to look forward to halfway through the weekend, which I enjoy. Usually by this time, before I was doing it, I was just so burnt out for the week already by Wednesday. So I like this, guys. Thank you so much for coming in again. We got to do the quote. We got to
Yeah.
do the quote.
And thank you, everyone, for coming in. And remember, you're beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the quote for tonight comes from Soren Kierkegaard. Once you label me, you negate me. Great quote. And
Yeah, I like that, guys. I appreciate y'all coming in and staying loyal to the chat. We look forward to seeing you guys next week, and we're going to do Black Panther. This is
Yeah.
the sick Marvel movie. I loved it. Next to Spider-Man, I have to put this one up there.
Yeah. So, all right, everyone.
Cheers, cheers.
Right.
Good night. We'll see you later, Jamie. Bye, chat.